Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 23 of Brat Said That. I am your host, Brat Jackson, a little bit later than I wanted to be on, but hey, I had to watch Raw. We're going to talk all about Raw, and the big mystery has been finally been revealed. It's been weeks. We've been wondering. There's been talk on the internet. And tonight, we finally found out who the mysterious man is. We're not going to talk about it right now. Stay tuned. But we do need to talk about a lot of things. I got the 2009 Royal Rumble on the background. Things are good. Today was good. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody had a great day. We're just 10 days away from Christmas. Wrong holiday. 10 days away for Christmas. I'm excited. Haven't done any Christmas shopping, but I did get a lot of things in my personal life in order, so that is a big burden off my back. So first thing always, we gotta make sure we are live. I see my handsome face right there. Now I got a new light. I got a new setup. This is like the old school kind of Pixar light that I have. It's right behind the computer. So it's a shining light on this handsome, freshly trimmed thanks to Babe's face. So, no Coke Zero. I'm down one Coke Zero, okay? Got to save that for later. But we do need to talk about something that we are down to. We have been down to John Cena's final match happened on Saturday. And it was an emotional ride, folks. GUNTHER made John Cena tap out. John Cena never quit, never say never, never give up until now. Triple H, what did you do? A lot of mixed emotions. A lot of people were saying, that was a good idea. Or a lot of people were saying, that was a bad idea. Or a lot of people were saying, hey, John Cena should have won. Whatever happened, it happened, and he's gone. The legend of John Cena is officially retired, and I feel like I can say my childhood, but I kind of grew up. Yeah, my childhood. My childhood's over. Okay? Oh, man. I do want to talk about the show because it was a good show. The Saturday Night's main event wasn't like other Saturday Night main events. Wasn't like 2 minutes of wrestling, then 17 minutes of commercial. Okay? It was like commercial main event featuring with a little bit of wrestling. So, we talk about the card, the good, the bad, the lack of edge. Oh, I wanted edge to be there, seen in the John Cena something, but we didn't get it. But we did get Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. I like Obafemi. I like his little. I like that. It fits. He's a huge dude. The match was getting really good, but then Drew McIntyre had to come spoil it for everybody. Drew, what are you doing? You're going to eventually got to put the WWE Championship back on Drew. It's long overdue for Drew to do. I love this show. I really am liking this show, man. I'm having such a great time. Who's coming out next? Let's see. Oh, speaking about Triple H, here he comes to the face of Vladimir Kozlov. Unfortunately for Vladimir, that foreign heel stigma never really got him over. But Drew McIntyre came out, interrupted a great match. Then, Cody shook Obafemi's hand. And, champion versus champion. Not for the championships, but it was getting really, really good. And then you got Sol Roca defeating Bayley. That was a surprising match. Sol Roca, her moves are just insane. I wasn't going to say phenomenal, but that's for the next match. So Roka's doing flips and flops and springboards, one-handed moonsaults. It was insane. I think Bayley is, she's, after tonight, she's been like, why are these rookies beating me? I'm, one of the most tenured people here for the women's division. I should be able to beat these rookies. But I honestly think 2026, Brat said that today, you're going to see Bayley in AEW. But I digress. Who says that? Taz, right? Then you have AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defeating Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Great match, short match. AJ Styles is obviously, no pun intended, phenomenal. Dragon Lee is great. Javon Evans and Leon Slater, both young, both great, both fantastic. Then you had a little fun segment with The Miz coming out. Like The Miz said, he did face John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania. It might have been the worst WrestleMania in a while. Oh, here comes Randy Orton. He wasn't there either. No Randy Orton. One of the rivals of John Cena's, one of John Cena's biggest rivals, Randy Orton was not there. But, no Randy Orton, no Edge. You got Jesse Ventura once again. Listen, just as Jesse Ventura was on like the first 15 Saturday Night's main event, doesn't mean you always have to bring him out. He said, oh, John Cena might have won the title 17 times, but he lost it 17 times. Yeah, okay, shush. Okay, Grandpa, go back to bed. Don't sue me. But anyways, I'm a little grumpy. I'm a little brat today. I'm gonna be a little brat today. Okay, but we had The Miz come out. He said WrestleMania main event. Then R-Truth came out. This is when I thought they were gonna have Edge come out. Oh, I just want to see Edge. And R-Truth was like, hey, you cheated and you took Nick Aldis's balls, and this was an actual person who should have been on the tournament. And then here comes Joe Hendry. He came out, they did the double, you can't see me, and then that was a cute little send-off moment. And then the main event, Gunther made John Cena tap out in the middle of the ring. A little smile on John Cena's face before he tapped out. Wrong decision, right decision, I don't know what decision. I would have never wanted to see John Cena tap out. You know what you do? Make John Cena not give up. I don't know. It happened. It's gone. It's over. We could speak about it, but crap time. Shad Gaspard, rest in peace. But that was John Cena's retirement match, and then out comes everybody. Triple H was booed mercilessly. Mercifs. He got booed a lot, and John Cena had a cute little video package. He put his shoes on his socks and his jorts in the ring, and he walked away, officially ending one of the greatest careers in WWE history. Now, last week, I filmed a whole John Cena thing, and then I got a little carried away personal-wise. I had to step away from a bit, then I came back, and then, but that's it. Cena's gone. Moving on. I'm sad. But I honestly think they could have done that tournament a lot better. They could have gave John Cena a retirement, a speech, a victory, anything. So, I don't know. But we move on. Everybody retires. The Undertaker retired. Hulk Hogan retired. Ric Flair retired. Legend Goldberg retired. AJ Styles is about to retire next year. These legends are going to retire. But we do need to talk about Raw. We do need to talk about everything that happened just a few moments ago. And I got breaking news. I'm going to put the breaking news sound on my computer board. Hold on. Ready? Oh my God. Ted DiBiase. Remember him? Part of Legacy. The one breaking news sound effect. Come on here. Ready? Breaking news. Brat Said That is reporting that the mysterious man has been revealed, and it is Austin Theory. Yes, Austin Theory is the mysterious man. We called it from the get-go. Not like it was a Brastradamus kind of thing where it was like, oh, this is just such a random... Austin Theory was gone for a few months. A long time. No longer with Grayson Waller. Always going to be part of the vision, like the rumors, like Austin Theory should come. But he is the mysterious man. He was a man at Survivor Series. He was a man at Raw. And now at Raw tonight, he helps Logan Paul win against the legend Rey Mysterio. Reveals himself. Nice bald crew cut. Beard. Looks a little different, I like it. You know what I didn't like, though? I did not like Raw at all. I don't like to talk bad about shows. I don't like to talk down about shows. But Raw tonight was kind of dog crap. It wasn't good. The match between Ivy Nile and the Intercontinental Champion, who is Maxine Dupree, wasn't good. Then you have Gunther, which I thought was good. Gunther came out, didn't get any, time to really talk, and just said, "I made John Cena tap out like a little bitch." His words, not mine. But then, like, everybody was mad at him. And I'm like, okay, I get, like, you don't disrespect John Cena like that. But the whole tournament was set up. Gunther entered it. Actually, Gunther was randomly assigned because they were doing the balls, And then he just won the tournament, tapped out John Cena, and ended his career. Why is everybody mad at him? But it wasn't a great Raw. I might do this. If I'm off Mondays, I might wait till Raw is over to do these shows. But, I do every Monday give out the BratWURST award. It's not going to go to Gunther. It's not going to go to John Cena. It's not even going to go to any of the... it's going to go to Triple H. Yes, Triple H, you have won this week's BratWURST award for the poor booking of John Cena. You could have done anything better than that, and I was taken aback by it. But congrats, Triple H. Something needs to change. This sport I love. The product I've grew up every day since I was a little lad, little bratty J. It's just not the same. So. Anyways, we just move on. Who's coming up now? Oh, Mike Knox. Remember him? Mike Knox. Anyways. Some news in WWE. It seems like Drake, the rapper from Toronto, started teasing a collaboration with WWE. I think, whatever, that's cool. Judgment Day's JD McDonough, a.k.a. JD Funko Pop Head, has undergone surgery, so quick recovery for JD. He's very entertaining, very flippy, very floppy. On the other side, on the other fence, AEW has announced Dynasty for April 12th, 2026. I'm looking forward to 2026. It's always a good feeling to move on to next year. Everybody's got their New Year's resolutions. Everybody's got, a fresh start. 2025 for me has been good. I have no complaints. Babe moved in. We got Rolly. So, things are going good in the Jackson household, to be honest. One thing I am excited, I haven't talked about a lot. NJPW, New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom, like they do every single year. We can look at the card. Haven't really watched Wrestle Kingdom because it's on at like 3 o'clock in the morning, which I don't mind, but I'm a sleepy boy. What is it? Wrestle Kingdom 19. We can talk about January 4th. Oh, no, Wrestle Kingdom 20. Oh, the Wrestle Kingdom 20. Who's this? The Miz? Oh, The Miz. January 4th. Now, I'm going to butcher half of these names, but, we got the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championship. Winner takes all IWGP Women's Championship and Strong Women's Championship. 10-man tag. Man, not the same Wrestle Kingdom from a few years ago. Tanahashi is retiring against Okada. That's going to be an epic match. Takeshita versus Yota Tushi. Evil versus Aaron Wolf. Yeah, it's just not the same as it used to be. And that is really mostly due to AEW. When AEW had the guys, the Stars, the Young Bucks, the Kenny Omegas, that was when it was fun. But, I'll check it out. I always like to start fresh when it comes to 2026. Get it underneath your belt. Get a whole new, new feel to it, but that's really like the wrestling talk, I know we always, we went 15 minutes about wrestling, not as much as we usually, less than we do, but we're all happening. I'm looking forward to NXT and TNA, so, It is what it is, my friend. It is what it is. No, who comes out now? Oh, it's Finley. He loves to fight. UFC Fight Night, the last fight night of the year and of the ESPN deal. Brandon Royval versus Manel Cape. Cape defeated Royval with a huge knockout in the first round. 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Wow. I was surprised. I thought this fight was going to go to a decision. But nope. Manel Cape was like, hey, we're ending this in the first round. Big win for him. That's really going to, put him onto the next level. He's got 1, 2, 3 wins in a row. 3 huge TKOs in a row. So, he's only lost 3 times in the UFC, and that's by decision. He lost to the champ Pantoja. Oh, no, sorry. Excuse me. Former champ Pantoja. I keep forgetting Joshua Vaughn. And then, you got a lot of guys on that card, or women, just trying to get their names. Like I said, we're going to do the Brat Said That year-end awards. It's going to happen on Christmas. I'm going to post everything. I'm going to make nice pictures and stuff. So, that is the end of the UFC for year 2026. I want to know what your knockout of the year is, fight of the year is, submission of the year is, moment of the year, BratWURST fight of the year. Just give me your this is not a Brat-tatorship. This is a Bratocracy. He's priceless. Cody Rhodes. What happened to him? Whatever became of Cody Rhodes. But yeah, that now this deal with Paramount Plus, you're not gonna have to spend $60 for UFC pay-per-view. Tell me, I'm so glad because I was tired of spending my money on UFC pay-per-views. So, anyway, big news. The UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria is stepping away from fighting for personal reasons. Topuria says he's got some serious allegations against him. He's being extorted with false domestic abuse. So it seems like a very, very messy situation for the UFC lightweight champion. That's why Gaethje versus Pimblett is going to be for the interim lightweight championship. Hopefully everything gets resolved, gets squared up with Ilia, because he is an amazing talent. Knocking people out, knocking Charles Oliveira out. So it definitely isn't a good situation to be in, and I'm glad, we got to keep it up. We'll keep talking about that. One thing I don't want to keep talking about, and that I promised I wasn't going to talk about, but since it is this weekend, I do want to talk about it. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua is happening. That's all I'm going to talk about. A lot of people thought Jake Paul was going to be the mysterious man because this guy kept helping Logan Paul. But, I like that. It was Austin Theory. We can go back to WWE because Raw is still fresh off the scene. Ooh. Alright, it's past my bedtime. Oh, here comes The Undertaker. Is this The Undertaker? Oh, man, Undertaker. Whatever happened to him? Anyway, UFC happened this weekend. WWE happened this weekend. John Cena's final retirement. He took the shoes and the jorts and went home. But speaking about going home, I love these transitions. We're going to talk a little bit about NFL Week 15. We're going to spend a good chunk of time on Week 15 because the Kansas City Chiefs have been eliminated from the playoffs. What? I said the Kansas City Chiefs have been eliminated from the playoffs. Alright. Hey, sound effects, guys. This is one second, like I said, I'm not a huge Chiefs fan. They're in my division. We'll talk about the Raiders in a second. But I like something new, fresh. Something, I don't want to see the Chiefs and the Browns. This is the first time since 2010 that neither Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes will be in the AFC Championship game. So, They're eliminated. We can definitely go over the standings. This week, some teams have clinched the playoffs. Talking about playoffs? Let's see. NFL Week 15. Oh, wow. The Pittsburgh Steelers is putting a beating on Miami Dolphins. Can Aaron Rodgers lead the Steelers to a playoff win? That is something else. So, I got the standings up. We'll talk about the standings. Man, what a week. We got some teams advancing. We got some teams eliminated. So the eliminated teams, the Jets have been eliminated for months. The Bengals and the Browns in the AFC North. The Tennessee Titans. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders are both eliminated from the AFC West. Due to the Broncos just absolutely being amazing this year. The Giants and the Commanders are eliminated. The Giants 2-12, lost 8 in a row. The Cowboys lost 2 in a row. The Minnesota Vikings, a team I kind of like. I've always, I never really, hated the Vikings. Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans, and the Arizona Cardinals are all teams that are out. The Los Angeles Rams, 11-3, have clinched. And that is it. So the only teams that clinch are the Broncos and the Rams. So we're going to see a lot of exciting football in the upcoming weeks. CM Punk just came out. I wonder what happened to him. CM Punk came out today, and he cut a really good promo on Braun Breaker, called the Steiner brothers idiots. He didn't say anything about Larry. I would have liked to have him say something about Larry. By the way, Rolly is doing great. He is a pleasure to have. He's kind of, so me and Babe, we were talking about how long it would take for a dog to kind of know, like, hey, he belongs here. So it's like the 3-3-3 rule. It's like 3 days for him to like kind of realize where he is and kind of get adjusted. 3 weeks to kind of like get in the routine, and 3 months for him to feel like, hey, this is my home. But he has been great. We're going to go over the Week 15 games. The Ravens put on a beating of the Bengals, 24-0. The Philadelphia Eagles just showed how bad the Las Vegas Raiders are, 31-0. Get them out of this city, please. Please. Texans with a huge win over the Cardinals, 40-20. Chargers eke out a win against the Chiefs and eliminated the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, goodbye. Travis Kelce, goodbye. Taylor Swift, goodbye. The Bills, okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to retract something I said. I gave the BratWURST award to Triple H. I'm going to retract that. Trust me, you're gonna be in the running for a lot more the way you're booking there, Hunter. I do want to give the BratWURST award to somebody that is a controversial figure that a lot of people don't like. Dave Portnoy. He is the owner, leader, creator of Barstool Sports. He went on the internet when the Patriots were winning 21-0 and was saying how they talked down against the Patriots. The Patriots are this, the Patriots are that. And the Bills came back to win 35-31. For Dave Portnoy, for your silliness of jumping the gun, we are going to give you the BratWURST award. I do like your pizza reviews, but hey, the BratWURST award is yours, Dave Portnoy. Because I kind of don't want to always give it to an MMA wrestler, So, Dave Portnoy, I will post that video of you hyping up the Patriots. Jets lose horribly, 48-20. Dude, Trevor Lawrence Sunshine went on a rampage. 20 for 32, 330 yards, 5 touchdowns. What a win for Jacksonville. No relation. Wow. Jacksonville's always a team that I've liked too. Not because I have half my name in the team, but because I they're an underdog, and I like underdogs. Commanders beat the Giants. The Bears. Can the Bears win the Super Bowl? It is very likely that it will happen, or it could happen. Not will happen. Could happen. 31-3. Not my Panthers, but my nephew's Panthers lost to the Saints. Now you're not the playoff Panthers. You're right behind the Buccaneers at 7-7. Breaks my heart. You should have won that game. Rams won big over the Lions, 41-34. Seahawks over the Colts. What happened? We do want to talk about the Colts and the return of Phillip Rivers. Let's see. Phillip Rivers, 18 for 27, 120 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not too shabby. Not too shabby for a grandfather. Are we going to see more like that happening? I don't know. You tell me. But, then you got the Broncos with another win. 49ers with another win. That might be the Super Bowl right there. Broncos versus 49ers. What is it, the 90s again? Titans are trash. The Vikings defeated the Cowboys 34-26. Nothing better than a Cowboys loss. They got a 1% chance of making the playoffs. So you're saying there's a chance? No. No. What is his name? Lord Christmas. And then right now we got the Steelers up 28-15. Live Brat Said That. Almost in the second quarter. But yeah, the Raiders, horrible. Hopefully we get the first pick in the draft. Horrible. Patrick Mahomes left the game with a knee injury. A very, very bad way to end the season for the Kansas City Chiefs. The dynasty's over. The dynasty of the Chiefs are over. So, Micah Parsons, too, tore his ACL and will be out for 2025. A tough loss for the Packers. Either way, if he stayed in the Cowboys, he wasn't going to make the playoffs. So, he's going to miss the playoffs again this year, unfortunately for him. I joke about, the Cowboys, but I hope Micah Parsons gets healed up quick, comes back, touring his ACL. People come back. But, oh, God. SOS, Kobe Kingston. Whatever happened to him. Anyway, back to the MLB, or back to the show. We're going to talk about the MLB. Oh, I just looked right in the light. Is my light better now? I hope so. Nobody's on here to tell me, so. Phillies, they boost outfield with Adolis Garcia. Agreed a 1-year, $10 million deal, replacing Nick Castellanos in right field and adding defensive power in the lineup. And the Braves are looking to trade for Corey Seager, a major trade that would happen for the superstar shortstop. He's got a no-trade clause, making this tricky, but they'll figure out a way. Baseball, it's fun. The post, what is it? Off season is just, Oh, excuse me. It's here. It is here. And also what is here in the NBA, the trade season is heating up. Marks the unofficial start of the NBA trade market, making most free agent signings this year are now trade eligible. Teams around the league are already looking at kicking the tires on blockbuster moves, including potential stars like Giannis and Anthony Davis, drawing interest. So we will see what happens. Why is Giannis? Why did I say Giannis for? I know his name is Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I can say that name. Is this the end with the Bucks? I don't know, but we can check the standings. I like standings. They're doing the NBA Emirates Cup. I don't really care for it, but hey, the Knicks are in the finals against the Spurs. So, shout out to them. That's crazy, too, because this guy, Kane, he looks like the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. That's crazy. I wonder if he gets that. No, I don't want the NBA Cup. I want NBA standings. So, Pistons are still doing good. Knicks winning 5. It is good to see the Knicks do good. The Celtics aren't doing that good. Wizards, R's and W's, kids. In the West Conference, the Thunder lost. The Thunder lost 24-2. Well, the Thunder lost, now makes it 24-2. Mavericks are 10-16 with 2-game winning streak, so good for them. The Nuggets are 4 wins in a row. I like the old. Okay, I will be honest. Those old school, which is crazy because it's only 2003, baby powder blue Denver Nuggets jersey. Mwah. Mwah. Those were the best jerseys. So, oh my gosh. Ugh. All right. So we talked about NBA. We talked about MLB. We talked about NFL Week 15, MMA. We can dabble in hockey. Let's do that hockey. I don't really know too much. No news. Let's see. Hockey. This is not like a hockey show, but I gotta show love. I gotta show respect because hockey is fun. Breaking: Sabres have fired GM Kevin Adams. Okay, so Buffalo. Oh, okay. So let's go back. Okay, so last show I kind of took a big doo-doo on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Rightfully so, because they're a horrible franchise. But I do want to talk about how bad the Buffalo Sabres are. 0 Stanley Cups, 3 conference championships, 6 division championships. You would think a team in Buffalo where it snows would be good. But they aren't good. They have not been good. I'm trying to think of season by season record. Just horrible. Buffalo. I've been in Buffalo. I think I've been in Buffalo. I don't know. I don't remember. I've been in Cooperstown. Anyway, they did not qualify for. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They have not made the playoffs since 2010. That has to be. Hold on a second. Un momento, por favor. The longest playoff droughts in sports. Now, I think we talked about this already. Yeah, they are tied with the Jets, now 15 seasons, of the longest playoff drought. And the Angels, too. How did the Angels get Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani and not even sniff the playoffs? Oh, my God. Oh, Rob Van Dam. I met him once. I don't want to say nothing about nothing, but I meet these wrestlers, and, my best friend Charles loves doing this, so I'm going to blame it on him. He always sizes up athletes. Anytime we're out at like a basketball game or we're at a wrestling event, he just always sizes up the wrestlers. Because let's be honest, my best friend Terrell is the complete opposite of me. He's tall and in shape, and I'm tiny and lumpy. So he's always peacocking when it comes to but damn, Buffalo Sabres, not a good team at all. But that's hockey, Maybe I can go see a Buffalo Sabres game against the Golden Knights. But I still want to go see the Columbus Blue Jackets. That is my goal for next year. Which is weird, because next year is only in 16 days. Avalanche looking good. Wild. Minnesota Wild. The Utah Mavericks looking pretty good. I guess. I don't know, 35 points. No, never mind. There was more hockey to look at. See, I don't know the Pacific Division, the Central Division, Atlantic Division. It is what it is. But we got to move on for hockey, and we do want to talk about something. We talked about the NCAA football playoffs. We want to talk about the Heisman Trophy. Yes, the most prestigious award in NCAA hockey. And the recent most winner is from Indiana. What's his name? Indiana, Fernando Mendoza, a.k.a. a future Las Vegas Raider. Now, I'm going to look at someone like the former Heisman Trophy. We're going to go on a little history lesson. And see how they've done in the not in the UFC, in the, what am I talking about? In football. So Travis Hunter, we know he got drafted to the Jaguars last year. What was he, the second pick? Oh, he's hurt too. Yeah, second overall. Oh, is it telling me when they got drafted? Oh, I love that. I love that. Jaden Daniels, LSU, second draft for the Commanders. Caleb Williams, hot prospect. Drafted by the Bears first. Bryce Young, Carolina Panthers first. Devonta Smith, 10th, kind of low. Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Baker, Lamar. Oh, Lamar Jackson won the Heisman. That's cool. Drafted 32nd. Man, that's crazy. Derrick Henry, Marcus Mariota, Jamison Winston. Wait, did they draft in the same year? Yeah, right. Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, RG3, Cam Newton, Mark Ingram, Sam Bradford, Tim Tebow. Now, I have Tebow's book right over there. I'm looking at it. I like Tim Tebow. I thought Tim Tebow would have been and could have been a great quarterback, but the meteor killed his career. I'm very upset about that. Oh my God, Troy Smith, 2006, drafted 174th. How did he get drafted so low? Why would you draft, that's crazy. Yeah, we're just talking, we're having fun. Jeez. Drafted so low, and then he won the Heisman. Reggie Bush, we all know Reggie Bush had the whole controversial thing about USC taking his Heisman away, then giving it back. Matt Leinart, Jason White, I never heard of him. Undrafted. Wow, he got undrafted. Carson Palmer. So we all know the most infamous Heisman Trophy winner is, of course, Vinny Testaverde. No, it's Herschel Walker. No, it is. Where is he? Hello? There is O.J. Simpson, 1968. O.J. Speaking about my best friend Terrell, he actually went golfing with O.J. Simpson. That is a true story. But congrats to Mendoza for winning the Heisman. Indiana's in first place. They could win the championship this year. So we will see. And he'll most likely get drafted by the Raiders. If the Raiders get the first pick. We're going over Heisman Trophy history. Nobody's really in the chat tonight, but it's okay. But that's really it with sports. We talked about wrestling. We talked about AEW, UFC, MMA, NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL. We gave out the BratWURST Award to Dave Portnoy. We talked about the Heisman Trophy. I do want to talk about something that recently happened last night. I gotta get serious. Legendary film director and actor Rob Reiner was murdered in his home, and his wife too. They're saying that their son did it. I only bring it up because Rob Reiner is one of those people that I looked up to. I watch a lot of his documentaries or his interviews. I've seen a lot of his movies. He was overall a great guy. We don't talk politics on the show because politics can go away. But, we kind of share the same kind of political views. But, man, just having somebody like that, just his life ended just like that is just sad. It's heartbreaking. My prayers go out to his family. It's just so sad, man. So sad. All in the family. We all remember him. Meathead. Then, he directed Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, Spinal Tap. Such a great, great man. A Few Good Men. Misery, what a misery. Like I said, I love Stephen King. You know, he tells these stories about like when he was making Stand By Me, a Stephen King adaptation. He decided that instead of Chris picking up the gun, it was Gordy, or the opposite way. And Stephen King was like, oh, I should have thought about that. So when Harry Met Sally, you know, the infamous I Have What She's Having was his mother. So it really does. You know, we have a lot too. There's shootings at the Brown University and in Australia, and it just stop the hate, stop. Like I said, every show, love each other, love yourself, man. It sucks. My heart goes out to him. Legendary actor. You know, he's been acting. He's been in. See, this is, it's weird. Because, like, there's people, like, I'm 37, okay? There are people that have always been in my life. Like, not directly, but, like, ever since I've been born. Like, they've been a part of it, you know? And Rob Reiner was one of them. I loved watching reruns of All in the Family with my dad. Carol O'Connor, you know? He was in Batman 2. He was in 1966 Batman. But, yeah, he just had Spinal Tap 2 come out. I never saw the first Spinal Tap. I should watch it in his honor. But, yeah, so, you know, my heart goes out to them. I don't want to end the show on, like, a sad note. I don't want to end the show on, like, a somber note, you know. But 2026 is coming up, and we're going to take this show to new heights. Maybe like a YouTube Live or a new platform. Maybe something edited. I like doing this live, talking to you for like an hour. Just uncut, just live, just raw, just me, microphone, you. That is what I like. This is what I love doing. But I really just, you know, I want everybody to go follow me. You know, it just takes a second. But other than that, guys, I think that's it for the show. I'm not going to go on for an hour. We're watching 2009 Rumble. We all know who won that. Randy Orton won that. Spoilers. But, you know, I mean, is there anything anybody else wants to talk about before I get off? I'm just heartbroken over the situation with Rob Reiner. I don't want to get political. I'm not. But some people shouldn't tweet some stuff. Yeah, so it looks like his son is the one that murdered his family, and I don't know, it just gives me like just bad vibes, like the whole Chris Benoit thing. I don't know. But overall, guys, I'm gonna go hug my family tight right now. I'm gonna go hug Rolly and Penny. So I'll tell you a funny story. This weekend we went over Babe's family's house. Rolly still doesn't know what the screen door is. He was good, but he went through the screen door once. But his cousins, their dogs, Romy and Dakota, love playing with Rolly because Rolly's a young, ambitious boy. He is a good boy. He's my boy, and I love him. But, guys, that's it for the show. So, Raw tonight, Austin Theory was the main masked guy. So, what is going to be happening on that show? What is going to go down next week? I will be on, I want to say, Thursday or Friday. You know? So, guys, I'm getting off. You know, hug each other. Love each other. No more violence. No more of this taking out because of your political views or your religious views. But I love you. Love yourself. Love each other. And love sports. Bye, guys.